Have you ever read the Bible and became angry at what you read or grieved at what you read? It's like the moment happened thousands of years ago, yet it feels like a very real potent moment where I had that happen to me just recently. In 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse number 10, it said, "Now Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, took sackcloth and spread it for herself on the rock from the beginning of harvest until the late rains poured on them from heaven. And she did not allow the birds of the air to rest on the bodies by day, nor the beasts of the field by night." Rizpah was the concubine of King Saul. She had two sons by King Saul. And Saul did something dastardly in his life. He murdered a group of people that Israel swore to protect, the Gibeonites. They tricked Israel into protecting them when Israel was supposed to defeat all of their enemies in the promised land. Well, something happened as a result of that. In the days of King David, there was a famine that lasted for 3 years, and David couldn't figure out why is this famine happening. So he prayed to the Lord, and the Lord told him it's because of the sins of Saul and his bloodthirsty family. And so David tried to figure out what he could do to remedy the situation. And so the solution that he came up with from the Gibeonites was, "Give us the sons of Saul. Let us execute his sons, and then we'll be even." And so in this number of Saul's sons who were being executed were two sons of Rizpah. So here's the picture. Her sons have been hung and left to rot in the middle of nowhere. Can you imagine that as a mother? Your sons are taken from you and not even given a decent burial, just left out to rot. Her two sons and five of Saul's sons. And you know what she did? For the entire harvest season, one commentary says 150 days, she sat outside on a rock, and those bodies were decomposing. Yet, day and night, she kept the birds away from the bodies, and at nighttime, she kept the wild animals away from the body. 150 days until the rain started beating down on them. And you know, when I saw that, I began to think about what an awesome act of love to lose sleep, lose comfort, risk your own health, put yourself in way of peril and danger so that you can give dignity to your deceased sons. King David caught word that Rizpah had done this, and in response to it, David got the bodies and he also got the bones of Saul and Jonathan and gave them a proper burial. It was then that God answered their prayer and the famine stopped. And as I look at that story and the love of that mother for her deceased children, they wouldn't know what she was doing. It wouldn't have made a difference. They're already dead, yet she showed love for these dead sons. And I began to think about Jesus Christ, how he showed love for dead children. You and I were dead in sin. We were on our way to hell. We were worthless, but he loves us so much that he who was alive came to us who were dead, died for our sins so we who are dead can become alive. It shows us that love goes the distance. Love sacrifices. Love will give up whatever is precious and dear for the sake of the person that we love. And that's what Jesus did for us. He showed love for us while we were yet sinners and dead in sin. He died for us. The best that we can do is live for him.